Hey, what is up? Welcome to Eco. In the last episode, I took the painting skill, painted my kitchen and made 20 advanced upgrades, one. And today, we are going to take the fertilizer skill to upgrade those to advanced upgrade 2. The star will pop in about 3 minutes. In between episodes, I prepared for fertilizers. I made a second farmer's table with a module for fertilizers. I added this chest down here, and the table is back here because then it can access not only the chest and the stuff it needs to access to get the pelts and whatever is needed for making these fertilizers, but it also needs access to something where it can draw dirt from. And back here it has access to the mine top stockpile, which is basically behind this wall. And that way we can take our truck and transfer dirt to there. So let's just take the dirt from here and stuff it up there into the stockpile. So the stockpile is basically down below this road. Let's see if we can find it. Mine top, here it is. And the rest can go into the armor cart. So that should be sufficient. 1 minute, 2 minutes to go. So we have a bit more dirt over here because the fertilizers needs fillers and the fillers will need dirt and other things. So let's have a look at all the stuff that we can make with the fertilizing skill. I guess we do that best over here. Here we are. So we can do stuff at the tool bench, which is the soil sampler that we already have, because that is fertilizers level 0, and all the rest is over here. So let's have a look at the table. It's all the stuff that is over here. Berry extract fertilizer, which is one of the 4, I think, fertilizers we need for the agriculture papers. Berry fertilizers, blood meal fertilizers, which needs scrap meat, and we have access to that through the roof basically here, because above here is the kitchen with the butchery tables. We will need the pelt fertilizer, which needs the fur pelts, and the hide ash fertilizers, which needs the leather hides. So we will finally get rid of many of these things in here and get some more space in this pelt box. But all of these will require fillers, and fillers is basically made out of dirt and either plant fibers or wood pulp. I think there's a composite filler that takes either of those or kelp. There was our star, so let's go ahead and take that skill. And I guess we can just start crafting. So I just go for the composite fertilizer because I don't care what kind of stuff is taken. And I have, I think, a couple thousand, or 1,500 more or less, plant fibers in here, and I think I can just take the tractor and get more. So let's start. Fiber filler is actually fertilizers 2. What can I do with fertilizers 1? I should be able to make some filler, right? The pulp filler is the only one I can make right now. Okay. Let's queue 20 of those, and those will need 165 pulp. I should find that at my pulp box in the carpentry building. There's not much left because I've used some of that pulp in the past to make boards at the sawmill. But it should be enough for this crafting. So you can go... Let's see. I guess one stack into the pelt chest, and the rest I will bring over and put it in the fertilizers chest. Rearrange this a bit, and here is already fertilizers level 2. So we can make other filler with the fibers. That's great. I guess 100. Yeah, why not? And after that we can start making, let's say, 20 of each. So we will need 5 of each for the papers. So I guess 20 is a good number for now. Or actually, what will be the best way? Yeah, 20 should be good. 20 blood meal, 20 hide ash, and 20 pelt. And then there was the huckleberry, no, berry extract. 20 of those. We will need to make the berry extract at the mill. And in between we can take the talent choice, of course, focused workflow. And now we can queue these 20. And up here we should be able to make the huckleberry extract. $200 for now, and let's queue that in front of the rest. And then I'll need to restock my food. 2 of these, 2 of these. For each of the noodle rolls and the taro fries. No, noodle rolls and the veggie soup. And 8 of these. I guess I will also want to eat some of the simmered meat for the extra protein that I'm needing. Even though it's bad. Okay, I guess I will move these in front of the rest. And we are skilling fertilizers really fast because it's a relatively low level skill and we have the 680 XP boost. So these stars come in very quickly. or the skill levels in this case. What else can I do? What else did I do between episodes? I harvested a lot of rice, so we can do more rice mortar if needed. I rearranged the tables and chests in the kitchens just a bit to make room, at least over here, for the second baking oven that will come. And I guess I can make that right now because we're waiting for the fertilizers to finish. So let's queue this one. Let's queue 2 of them so we have made them all. Because I have 3 kitchens, I want to have 3 bakery ovens. And I guess 40 bricks. And then we will need 18 iron bars and 2 cooking utensils. Let me see what would be the correct number here. Probably I can go with 7, right? Yeah. Two of those. And 18 iron bars. And the other 9 go up here. And then let us see how we are doing with the fertilizers. Okay, the first 2 have been made. No, 1 has been made. Let's move this after this. So we make a few of those as well. In the meantime, let me grab some arrows because I ran out. That was over here before, and now it should be here, right? Where do I have the fletching table? Here we are. I don't have any arrows left, it appears. Okay. Let's make 5 bundles, 100 arrows. Oh, just go for 10. And we will need 50 wood. Where is the dirt stuff? Okay. 40 and 10. And that should do the trick. That was only 20, so you get 20 more. So let me see, can I make the berry stuff already? Yes, I am making the berry stuff. As soon as I have access to the berry extract. That's in here. Great. So you can access here, and that should do the trick. Level 6. So let's go for the lavish workspace, of course. Since we have the first 20 of each, let's go for, I guess, 100, 200. Actually, I will wait until I have level 7 and can upgrade the module, so we don't waste too many ingredients. So let's get over here, get the arrows we made, at least a couple of them. What are you missing? Bricks, of course. But we can take the 20 of each that we have made and use them. And apparently they are too heavy for me to transport them by hand. So I put this down up here. And we should be able to find the fertilizer box. Here it is. $20 of each. And now we can make the next papers. Let me see. You can move this stuff in here, and then we have space. Let's make the 4 we can make right now. And that will need more raw food, but that is no problem. Let's see. How about some more rice? And you could take a few stacks of huckleberries, right? Or just leave it with the 400 or 300 we have right now. Let's see how long they last. And then we can queue the advanced upgrades. I guess I want to make 20. So I just queue those and then make the agriculture papers piece by piece. I think that is about it what I can do with fertilizers for now, because I am not going to use them to actually fertilize my fields, because they are growing well enough and it's just not worth the effort for me right now. This would probably be different were I on a multiplayer server where I had larger fields and had to see that I farm as much as possible, but right now it's perfectly okay. So what else should I be doing right now? I should be making more filler, I guess. And it doesn't matter which kind of filler, so let's go for 200 more filler. But before that, I should do the module, right? Fertilizer upgrade, start this one, move it in front of the rest. And put this one in storage. Great, so next thing to do is to get more grass, more fibers. And that I can achieve by just going and mow some lawn. It's a bit annoying that I get this message for every plot of grass I drive over that is not fully grown yet, but well. Alright, I guess I will take the rest of the mowing offline. And see you in a couple of minutes when we have our papers made. And there we go again. We have 11 advanced upgrades in here. One surplus research paper because the upgrades only take 19 instead of 20. Or the other way around. The papers only take 19 fertilizers if I make 10 instead of 20. So we had a few surplus fertilizers and I made an additional paper. I exchanged most of the existing modules over here, added a few more modules into tables that didn't have some. And I started to move the furnaces down here. It's a bit of a bigger construction site right now. And I think that's already it for the fertilizer skill, because as I said before, I do not really plan to use fertilizers for, well, fertilizing the fields. By the way, over here I started digging through because I want to, for one part, extend the tomato field, and for the other part I am trying to get a road that goes straight over here, goes over this part, and then we get another road over to the fields in the swamp area, so I don't have to drive this bit awkward angle over here. And I don't know, maybe I will extend the road to make a full circumference of the globe. That would mean I would have to dig through this part over here. It's a bit of a project. We'll see how far we get. But yeah, that's it for the fertilizer part. But I guess I don't want to make this a 15-minute episode, so I will just take the remodeling of the furnaces offline. What I will do right now is take the two bakery ovens we made and put them into the kitchens to prepare for the next skill. And that will be baking. And that baking skill I will do for you in a few minutes, for me in a couple hours, on this very same episode. So see you in a couple minutes. All right, it's a few minutes before the next star pops that I want to use on the baking. There's a few things I made in the meantime. I actually placed these bakery ovens. As you may have seen, this one needs 3 tiles wide instead of the 2 that I had room for, but I managed to arrange everything. Well, my next mill is now smoking, but that's fine. I did quite a bit of harvesting, especially I harvested all the wheat that I had down here, and then I took off the top level of the soil that was here, took down the next level of stone that was underneath and put down the soil again, so we have like plain fields right now. The field is a bit larger, and I have this stairs that I didn't have before to get up here. I still have to rearrange a few things, but this should enable us to get up here, because after digging out the wall here, I had no longer a way to really jump up there, and I needed the access to get all the stone that I mined up from down there. I also finished moving the stockpile and the blast furnaces, so you can still see where the stockpile was before. So it was back there in the corner, and now it moved up here. And the 3 blast furnaces I have also labeled with what I want to make here. This chest should be full right now with quicklime, and I still have tons of crushed limestone left. So we will see whether this actually gets used up. I only know this from multiplayer servers. Oops. That it needs quite a lot of quicklime, but maybe not as much in single player right now. So I don't get out of here because I don't have actually things to build ladders with. So let me quickly unstuck myself, and I'm free again. All right. There is not much left to do except to wait for the star. 9 minutes to go. Let's have a quick look. Maybe we can pull these up and put them in here. I am still making a lot of cellulose fiber in here. I did this for once to burn some calories, because I just went through all the cooked and campfire items to get my variety bonus up again. I'm still making some flax fiber and stuff like that, but I should be done with the corn seeds right now, because that is the other thing that I harvested. I completely harvested out the cornfields back there, because next thing will be to skill the baking skill when I have the star, and the papers for that I need for the advanced upgrades 3 will need a lot of baked vegetables. So if we have a look here, advanced upgrade 3 takes maternity research paper advanced and culinary research paper advanced. So I will want to make 20 of each. I already queued both of them. So we will need 100 copper bars, or a little less than 100 copper bars. And we will also need a little less than 200 iron bars. And for these, no, I don't want to cancel this, I want to show this. For these we will need salads, 10 each for the 20 papers. That means that's 200, it's 190 actually, and 16 each of fried vegetables. So 15.2 times 20, that's 30.4, 304 baked vegetables in total for these. So that's why I harvested the corn. I think I'll start with getting over the iron bars and copper bars, hoping that I have enough. Let's see, where are we? Over here we have copper bars. We need 95 of those. And we need 190 iron bars. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is already too much. And that's the right amount. I think we have a second pile with iron bars, right? Yes, we do. So we might just move them together. That's it. Alright, let's get this over. Move all this into the... Actually, not the research one, but I can put it into the workbench pile up here, because that's reachable by the research table. And it starts. Great. For the other ones, I needed 190 salads. So let us have a look. Which are the best ways to make salads? So these salads are either basic salads or fruit salads. There is the number of items that goes into a salad, but also the kind of items, because, well, prickly pear foods I don't have farms for, so I won't use this one, not this one either. But this one, for example, we have the huckleberries that grow faster than others, that I don't have to resow, because those bushes, huckleberry bushes, are permanent. So this would be a good candidate for salad, although these are 16 items total. These are similar, 13 items, but it's only 5 tomatoes, and corn and beet has to be resown, so I'll have to think about this. These are 13 items, and most of them are huckleberries. I think this is the best combination so far. This one is out of the question because of the fireweed shoots. And then we have the rainforest fruit salad. These are all without resowing, so maybe these are even better with 14 items. And these are a bit worse, even though they are only 12 items, but all of these I have to resow, and I have to make the seeds. So I guess I go with the rainforest fruit salad, which means I should go ahead and harvest the papayas and pineapples. Let me get this tractor up there, which is a bit awkward right now. Put you over here. And then let's go. I should go ahead and with the harvester and get all the grass up there. But for now, I'll put the harvester in here. Oh god, this is all almost broken again. Let's see how far we get. And I should definitely go ahead and get rid of these trees in here. Okay, this is not really doable with a tractor. I will have to get these by hand and then... And the harvester is broken anyway. Okay. Count harvesting it is. Few more pineapples. And yet a few more over here. Alright. Let's park this here for now. Get all of these in here. And there is a seed box. I can put the pineapple seeds. And I should probably extract a few more because pineapples, when harvested, don't yield that much. Here is our star for the baking skill. And I'm stuck with my tractor. Wait. Here we go. And you put this in there, that in there, and these are seeds. Where are the seeds? Over here. Good. Then let's go ahead and start the salads. 190 I said, so not the mixed one, the rainforest one. I have nowhere near to make 190 of those. How about 40? That's exactly the number I can make. Still 150 to go. Let's start with a couple of these. $60, $80. Let's go for 40 for now. Alright, next thing to do is take the baking skill. And go ahead and start baking stuff. So you have the storage set up. To take from these two and put stuff in here. Let's start with baked corn. Or actually, do I want to make a couple of each to get the variety and also taste the stuff? So let's go ahead. 3 of these. 3 of these. 3 pot of palm. 3 taro. And 3 baked meat. That is you. Next one, storage is also set up correctly, I guess. Pre-baked tomato. And 3 Carlos bake. The flatbread, I guess I will use it for the variety bonus. This dough definitely not. This dough not either. And then we're getting into tier 2 territory. But I also want to start with these. Let's go for 80 for now. Because with these 80 we will be able to make the first advanced upgrade, and then I can put it in here. I guess we can also just do 40 for now. And we are already skilling up the baking skill. That didn't taste good. And that's horrible even. While these are baking, I will go ahead and repair the harvester. I will be back in a second. Okay, how are we doing with the baking stuff? Let me cue the flatbread. I think the canvas bulb was the last one that I did, right? Yes. Flatbread, we will need 4 of those to taste. We can make fruit muffins. Let's go for 3. And then we should already... No, we don't have the corn yet made. So let me go through to the next one over here. Where is it? This one is working. Yes, you're making the corn. So you are now making the doughs. 11th dough. Do you have a module? You don't. So for the small batches, I don't really care whether there's an upgrade 2 or upgrade 3 in them. What are you used for in all kinds of bakery stuff? So let us make 40 for now. And even use multiple of 4. Because our bakery skill is not up to level 6 yet. But it is up to level 3. So we can use the focused workflow. So let's make 20 for now. 20 of these. And 20 of these. And in here we can also use 4.5 scrap meat to make tallow. At the campfire we use 5 scrap meat to make tallow, so this is better. Let us see. Next thing that we can make is baked roast. I will cue that here. We will need only 2 of those to taste them. How is the storage going? We have these, we have new things to try, and we have baked corn. Let's take the testing first. So let's try the baked beet. That sounds good. And then we have the chemist bake. That's also good. And we have the heart of palm. That seems to be just okay. Can we try one of these? Also good. That's great. But the other baked corn goes in here for now. And I will also have to ship over the salads that you have made so far. Okay, you will need tons of baked vegetables. That means I will go ahead and do another batch of baked corn over here. Let us see. We have the baked meat that I have not tasted yet. And the baked taro that I haven't tasted yet. The other stuff I will put back in here to eat piece by piece. For now, I'll just try one of each to get the taste of them. You are working on this. You are still working on the other things. Okay. Let's taste the meat. Doesn't look like it's on okay. Okay. And taro stomach is full. So what do? We could make some more yeast. You're still working on this, so you will be making the yeast. $200 sugar, 200 yeast, and then 200 sugar. And I'll have to go and harvest beets as well. Taste the taro, and the taro is good as well. So we have agave, horrible, okay. Beets, good. Corn, good. Hearts of farm, okay. Baked meat, okay. Taro is good. Tomato is bad. Camas is good again. Black bread we should be able to taste now. It's good again. And then we will have these two to taste. No, I will not taste the leavened dough because, well, it has only 10 calories and I would have like to eat like 200 to actually get the bonus. So I don't even want to know. And the muffin is delicious. Great. Baked roast as well. And that's okay. Huckleberry fritters. Yuck. Bread. Yuck. Horrible. Huckleberry pie. It's okay. Oatly donuts. Yum. They taste good. Meat pie. Horrible. And roast pumpkin. That seems to be okay. Hammer's bread. Tastes okay. Alright, that means I will have to collect all the stuff to get my variety bonus. I will have to replant a couple of the fields, but I will take that offline. That's basically already it what we can do with the baking skill. Most important part was to make all the baked corn, which I am still in the process of doing. And the other thing was to get a taste of everything that I can make with the skill. And next thing will be to figure out the diet that I'm using from now on, but you will see that in the next episodes. And we will have to wait for the next star to get finally to the next skill, which, according to this, will be advanced smelting. The only thing I will have to do here now is fix these. This is done, and the baking skill is done. So we have 13 out of our 20 skills, 30 skills, no, 23 out of our 30 skills. That's the right number. And I will take the rest of this episode of the baking stuff and of the advanced upgrades 3 offline. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and until next time.